Bill O'Reilly is going to dive headfirst into the hypocrisy pool here. He spoke about Donald Trump after the Republican debate, which happened last week. And for those of you who don't remember, I don't know how any of you can't remember this, but Donald Trump spoke about his dick. So Bill O'Reilly, remember, culture warrior, very conservative guy, cares about traditional family values. So naturally, he's going to be really against Donald Trump mentioning his dick.
I'd like to talk about the soundbite you just played leading into this segment. Donald Trump said something that I can't say on this channel what he really meant when he talked about the size of a particular body part, because that would be vulgar. But Donald Trump said it. I can't say it, but Donald Trump said it, and he's running for president of the United States. And he didn't only say it on national television, he said it during a presidential debate. Now, Bill, I know you care about kids. You've talked about that a lot. Imagine if a family is watching this debate with their 12-year-old daughter, and she said, what did he mean by that about size and there's no... Is there anything that would embarrass his supporters, mainly his supporters on conservative television, radio, who have fallen madly in love with Donald Trump and who slobber over him in just the same way as liberals in the media slobbered over Barack Obama?
All right. I see it differently. I didn't take offense by it. I think Trump is doing what he always does, appealing to regular people, playing off the Rubio thing. So if you're going to criticize Trump, you got to criticize Rubio. He did it first.
Do you realize what he said? Do you realize what he said?
Of course I realize what he said, but
right,
it was done in a jocular way. Yeah, well, I wouldn't say what he said. I mean, it's not my style. No, but I know what he's doing, and all of the guys and gals who support him chortled. Word of the day, they chortled when he said it. And I wasn't particularly offended by that, but that's okay.
He's running for president. He's running for president.
Look, I know what it, but it's a different era. It's a different time. He's running for president as a populist, not a Republican or a Democrat.
How come you're so concerned, as you rightly should be, about the coarsening of the culture? You always talk about that and how crude and vulgar we're getting.
Look, you saw what Trump said to me. You saw what Trump said to me at the top of the program. I'm a negative guy now in his mind. All right, I probably won't even get him to come in anymore because I have challenged him on his demeanor. All right, I have. But I'm fair, and I didn't think that was that big a deal.
That's hilarious. Now, seriously, stop and think about it. Remember when Al Sharpton ran for the presidency, and back in the day, Jesse Jackson ran for the presidency? If either one of them had said exactly what Donald Trump said here, let's say all the facts are the same, somebody else on the campaign trail makes fun of him, cracks a joke, seems to imply that his penis is small or whatever, and then one of them comes out there and they're like, I can assure you we have no problem in that department. Believe me, as Trump says. Would Bill O'Reilly have had the same reaction? There's pretty much a 0% chance. This is the guy who, and credit to Bernie Goldberg for pointing this out, this is the guy who is the culture warrior. This is the guy who nonstop attacks rappers and black leaders and other Democrats and Beyonce, the wall-to-wall outrage on Fox News over the Beyonce Super Bowl performance. Oh my God, she wore black and did a black power sign. Obviously, she's now equal to the KKK. Beyonce hints at something sexual. There was a music video that came out, I don't know, maybe a year ago, where a line in it talks about, he Monica Lewinsky'd all over my dress. Interesting line. I think we all know what that means. Bill O'Reilly did a 15-minute segment on, oh, the culture is degrading. Now, mind you, she's an entertainer. So her job, she's allowed to say stuff like this in an entertainment sense, and she's not making a political statement, and she's not trying to run the country. This is, her job is to entertain people. So that's different Bill O'Reilly, oh my God, I'm so outraged by that. Somebody runs for president to be the most powerful person in the world. He talks about his dick. All of a sudden, I didn't see, he did it in a jocular way. I didn't think it was particularly offensive. Really, if anybody in the black community did that, if any Democratic leader did that, you know he would say this is the degrading of American culture. This is morally repugnant. We need to stand up for conservative values and tradition. This is not traditional. This is wrong. But it's a different standard when you talk about Donald Trump. It's a different standard when you talk about Republicans, and you know that's the case.